to the channel. I'm Lady Nika. And with last night's episode, part one of the Love and Hip Hop Miami reunion. Now, we didn't. I mean, I know the season was kind of lackluster, if that's the correct term to use for this episode. For the whole season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. I know a lot of people was disappointed or whatnot, but I really did enjoy what they gave on the reunion last night. I really did. So let's talk a little bit about it. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinion on the reunion itself. Was it better to you than the overall season? And by seeing what they can do with this reunion, do you think that now that we didn't had our test run of the season and they kind of know got a footing as to where they want to go with the show, do you think that season two will be better? Y'all let me know all of that. But we gonna start off this with Bobby and Trina, their storyline. We learned after reviewing their storyline of Bobby saying that Trina's his cousin, she don't support him, going on the radio, the podcast with Trick and that Sydney chick, and saying what she said, saying what he said about her there, and then Miami Tip having to check his ass and get him to understand that we don't bite the hand that feeds us. After they replayed that whole entire ordeal that we watched unfold as the season went on, we learned that Trina is actually Bobby's cousin by way on her daddy's side. We learned that she don't really deal with her daddy's side of the family, and it is not like that she knew Bobby from them being children on up. She just came into contact with Bobby in the last few years. But on a brighter note, they are getting along better. There are in talks about possibly doing a collaboration together. And I really did like the fact that, Miami Tiff say that she now knows that Bobby appreciates, the struggle and her and what she's trying to do, as well as him appreciating Trina for what she's done. And it seemed like they working this shit out between them, and that's good. I like the fact that Trick Daddy gave him props for his music. He said that Bobby got music that sound better than some of the stuff he'd heard over the last 10 years. And to me, that was a major compliment for him. He was honest about it. He said, look, because he's homosexual, they are going to put him in a box, because we living in a world where people still have a whole lot of homophobia in them. So, he going to be put in a box, but, because of his sexuality. But he liked what Bobby given, and he also liked the fact that Bobby had apologized to Trina and said that he now had a appreciation for the struggle. Chat this camera. I mean, this light is all the way off. Hold on, get that damn shit out of my face. Okay, yeah. Okay, then Trina's damn assistant Alvin comes to the stage. And I was like, we did see Alvin at one time when him and Bobby got into it and whatnots on the show. But what role did Alvin really play? Now he get up there on the stage and he wants to be extra as fuck. He wants to down Bobby, tell Bobby that he ain't shit. He's a bottom feeder. Meanwhile, he's sitting over here on Bossville with his $15,000 watch and his Range Rover. And you could see that, this season has grown Bobby's son. Because Bobby wasn't really feeding into that shit. If anything, he had his steering wheel to the 18-wheeler planted in Alvin back. Had Alvin feeling some kind of way. That's why Alvin thought that he could get his ass up and run across that stage with his chubby ass trying to fight Bobby, only to never even get to him or touch the boy. The boy was sitting up there unbothered by that. And before I go any further, let me just say that I did have some best looks for this reunion. Now, to me, I didn't care for her makeup, but outfit wise, Amara La Negra looked very beautiful to me. I like the Nina Parker black jumpsuit with the curly hair. I said, come through, big girls, bitch. Come through. Show them that just because we got a little fluffiness to us that we still can rock it and be sexy with it. And I like how Joy looked. She looked very pretty to me. I like the Michelle Pooch's look. She looked very pretty to me. Liz, she was alright, but she was basic to me. Um, Gabby, I didn't really care for that red, but alright, girl. Alright. But those are my favorite looks. The worst look to me was my baby Blue. Blue, I don't know what in the Angel Brink inspired bedazzled look and goddamn hell shit was it that you had on, my nigga? That shit, child, when you a heavy person, what you don't want to do is put on something big and flashy and draw attention to the fact that you do have a little extra, fluffiness about your damn self. That's what you don't want to do. But he did it, child. But anyway, let's move on. Like I said, Alvin acted all retarded in my opinion. Jumped up, ran across the stage trying to get to this boy. Didn't even get to him, didn't touch him at all. And by the way, Bobby outfit, I wouldn't wear it, but I thought that was real popping for him to put that on. It go along with his personality, and it looked good on him. And as far as Alvin, fuck him, because, child, I don't really care for him too much any damn way. I'm Team Bobby anyway. That little fat face ass fuck can tear his ass on by this business. Because, see, when they broke this shit down, we found out that they ain't got no reason not to like each other. Now, if you ask me, maybe Bobby was a bit jealous of his relationship and closeness to Trina. But other than that, what the hell did they really have to be beefing with? This boy wind up saying, tell me, not today, but we could probably sit down and have a conversation and we can work past our problems. Trick Daddy had me hollering because he's sitting over there watching all of this and listening to them act a fool, and he just killing himself laughing. And when Nina asked him why was he so tickled, he said, man, this is crazy. They might as well go on hook up with each other, go out and holler at niggas together. And I said, I would agree. I would agree. Might as well. What the hell is y'all fighting and shit for? Just crazy, child. Then we talk about Shay, and we replay her reuniting. Her moving to Miami to be with Pleasure P. Uh, Pretty Ricky getting back together, and Shay got into it with Spectacular and Baby Blue and Child, how they worked that out and they wind up being friends, and how he got mad with with Baby Blue because Baby Blue was working with Shay making coins and stuff like that. They replayed all that. So the first question Nina asked was, why did Pretty Ricky disband? And Pleasure said it was because they were doing the work, but the money wasn't evening out. Baby Blue, who act like he was a little bit on 10 for no reason already, said, nah, that ain't it. It disbanded because he wanted to go off and do his solo projects. I was like, child. Mm, mm, mm. We learned that they do have a finished Pretty Ricky album that's gonna come out. Say that she didn't understand at the beginning all the particulars of why they broke up. So when she confronted Spectacular and Baby Blue, it wasn't because, she just was pulling it up by her ass. She thought that she was defending her man. She did apologize on that stage to Spectacular and Baby Blue and said that, now she know better. It's all to the good, okay? She went on to say that she felt like Pleasure didn't take up for her. His thing was, so when people are arguing, sometimes you can't just take sides. What you need to do is just sit back and let them, figure this shit out, hear each other out, and then you go in between. He said that if she was his woman, as his woman, she shouldn't have been acting like that. No way. That's the reason why she not his woman no more. My thing was this right here, Shay. If the man didn't defend you and you later came to find out that you was wrong, then why would you want him to have defended you? you was wrong. That's why he didn't defend you. He ain't gonna want to openly scold you like that, but at the same time, he not going to, just down his boys and shit like that either in front of you. Girl, you did too much. Now, it wasn't no reason for her to act the way that she acted. Then next thing we know, here come Liz, and I'm gonna say this here because Liz jumped in it when she went to talking about mint chocolate, aka Gabby, who ain't there by the way, but she is she being patched in from Jamaica. Girl, did you have some immigration issues as to why you went down to the reunion? Cause it seemed like to me if they could have patched you in, why wouldn't you take that free ride to come on down to the reunion? But that's neither here nor there. Now, Shay really can't get mad at Gabby, even though Blue feels like Gabby only came back around because she heard Pretty Ricky was getting back together, and basically he called her opportunist. I don't think that Shay can really get mad at her because at the time that she called him and her together, pleasuring her together at the ice cream thing, girl, he didn't tell her that he had a relationship going with you. So she thinking she just meeting up with her ex that she's hoping to become her current. And so how you get mad about that? Now I think that Liz, in that sense, even though she was trying to just simply say she didn't know that Shay existed. She should have stayed out of that. But y'all know it is customary that people do jump in on other folks' storylines and add their tidbits in. But I can understand why she might have should have just shut up about that situation because it really had nothing to do with her at all. Because all it did was hype baby Blue up and he started telling her to shut the fuck up. Okay, so when he started telling her to shut the fuck up on 10, Prince said that he didn't have to talk to her like that. He continued to talk to her like that, telling her to stay out of his damn business. That he got a little ignorant, and Prince stood up in his satin pink outfit, child, baby pink. You hear me? Stood up in his outfit like he was gonna defend her, and little did he know Slickum was about to get his ass from the side. So we glad the security is on deck to tend to this situation. He even got into it, Baby Blue did with Nina, because Nina was saying, look, on this, the way the reunion go, everybody is respected and they all get a chance to talk. He tried to holler at Nina, talking about, you ain't gonna be checking me over no bitch. And Nina had to get him together. Now, I'm not trying to check you over no bitch. What I'm telling you is we're going to be respectful here because that's how it go on the reunion. You don't know, but I know. I've been doing this shit for a minute. He had to calm it down and apologize to her as well. Why he was that hyped, I don't know. But it wasn't really necessary and it wasn't a good look for him. But I'm glad that he had the sense enough to apologize because somebody did tell him that Liz was Prince's old lady. So he was like, oh, okay, that's his old lady, my bad. Then when he tried to jump at Nina, Nina gathered that ass real quick and he had to apologize to her. I said, child, they did way too much. Mm, mm, mm. Then we move on to oh, let's finish off with this girl here, cause the science experiments, Asian kid and Chinese pussy got involved in it. Child, y'all know I don't know them girls' name, but they were basically jumping in saying that Shay shouldn't have got mad at Gabby because Gabby didn't know anything about Shay. It's P they should have been jumping on, and I would agree that that is right. You don't get mad at her, you get mad at him because he the one that failed to tell you that he was in a relationship. And even though you should have just popped up at the event like that, had he told you from the gate when he had the opportunity to, you probably wouldn't have shown up and it wouldn't have been all of that situation that went on. Now, Gabby said that she ain't trying to be no opportunist bitch. She trying to, she just trying to get back with the love of her life. And they broke up the first time because there was a lot of issues that was going on between them that they needed to get together. But she has then since told him to come down to Jamaica. And he ain't came yet. So Nina say, are you going? He said no. So I deduce from there he still ain't ready to, move to that next level with her. Child, he ain't think, girl, no. Okay. Blue say she a damn opportunist. I hollered, baby. That shit was funny to me. Then we move on to the Malik and Jeffrey situation, and we replay all of that. And Bobby say that he didn't had he known that Jeffrey had already been cheated and they was together and stuff, he would have never came to Prince's pool party and slapped the bejesus out of Jeffrey ass. He don't condone domestic violence. He said, I only did that because I got so mad I lost control. He said what y'all didn't see was the effect it had on me from what I did to him behind the scenes. I broke down. I would never try to really hurt him. Child, Jeffrey's excuse for being with Malik at that pool party was that he had not heard or seen Bobby in a full week, trying to make it seem like he went AWOL. Bobby was like, man, look, I was out here on the grind. I admit I wasn't around. But then I was like, okay, you may have not have been around, but you mean to tell me I stay gone for a week and you just throw me to the side and start a whole new relationship with somebody? I don't know if, because I know relationships go a little bit different in the gay community. I've seen that firsthand with my own, so I'm not just talking out my ass, but I just don't think that after a week of not hearing from the guy, you were supposed to throw him to the side like that. That was kind of crazy to me. And then you're going to turn around and say, well, I know about how it goes in the music business because my dad is in the business, but, him and my mom was married. Okay, well, if you know in the business that they can get really busy and caught up in that studio time thing because they paying for this shit, then why the hell didn't you understand that your man was just simply out here trying to get it? You got a little hoe in you, Jeffrey. But even though that was the situation, did y'all say I might add Jeffrey looked nice last night. He looked real nice. I forgot to add him to the list of the outfits. Yeah, he looked really nice. He gave me Model T, so I can believe that he probably do some modeling because we saw in this season he was doing some. I think he do more, child. Or if he don't, he need to because he got that look, child. But how about Malik breaks up with Jeffrey on the stage? I said the very thing that you don't like about these flamboyant gays, you personify. You up here ain't y'all done flew in to the reunion together, had the same y'all been in the same hotel room. Y'all got into it, but the boy said he saw a breakup possibly coming. Well, who knew you would get on this stage and break up with this boy like that? Then you gonna say you don't want to talk about it. And why is you always on 10? Why you so aggressive, my nigga? You is real aggressive. Let me know that you ain't comfortable in the skin that you in. Because if you are comfortable with yourself, you wouldn't be so out there. And then for you to say that, people misunderstood some of the things that I was saying, and he went into breaking down why he say faggot and flamboyant queen and all of that shit. That shit don't make no sense. I didn't care nothing about that because, baby, yeah, we do say things in our within our culture about each other. We use the N word. A lot of people don't feel that is right, but within our communities, we do say that. Some of us, girl, it ain't never all right for you to be sitting up there saying, calling people fags and stuff. Now, I understand you came out the closet and you consider yourself to be a masculine gay, but you can't downplay the men who are in the community who don't look at it like that. They be more in tap with their feminine side. I don't like Malik and he don't need to come back. He not good for TV. And nigga, can you please, if you got all this going on for yourself, because all season, especially that latter part of it, we heard you tell Bobby how much he ain't shit, he ain't got nothing, how much more you can provide for him. Well, if you somebody's brand ambassador, and you got all this money and things going on for yourself, why do you still have a New Jack City look? Baby, them damn turtlenecks and gold chains went out when they was around that damn table trying to figure out how they was going to recoup old boy's money. Because the Carter had been infiltrated by the police. And they had took all the dope and the money. And Nino wanted his shit. So he had them all sitting up at that table with them black goddamn turtlenecks on and them damn silver chain. Boy, come out of there. Come on up out of there early 90s. Come on up out of there. Child, every time I looked at him, all I could see the whole season, I just was like, okay, that's New York Undercover. He channeling New York Undercover today. Oh, he doing New Jack City today, bitch. I mean, you just you're not good for TV and you're not comfortable within your community. You are a gay man and you ain't comfortable with it. I don't know what happened to you when you was a younger, well, how people in your family view gays or nothing, but you can tell that you scarred in some kind of way because you always overly aggressive. It's like you trying to prove you a man even though you gay. Being just because you gay don't mean that you ain't no man no more. That just means that you a man that likes men. That's all the fuck that means, honey. Calm yourself down. You do way too much. And to break up that boy on stage like that and he ain't know nothing about it, you pulled a stunt queen type of motherfucking situation. And I ain't understand why we was doing all of that. Why we doing all that? Then I don't want to talk about why. Girl, I can't do it. And even at the commercial, the damn boy was confused. Jeffrey was as to what the fuck had happened. He was on the phone trying to make him a separate room accommodation because they've been sharing the same room. Flew in together. He had no idea that he was going to hit him with the 1, 2, 3. Now, Prince said he appreciated Malik coming out. He wasn't, he was surprised he told him, but it wasn't no big deal. He said he viewed him as he always did. He also said that, hell, people be trying to give me that damn charge because of how I sound. I can't change my voice. I mean, I'm sorry I ain't got all the heavy bass in my voice, but I can't change that. And he said people come at me because I wear pink, but I'ma still wear my pink because I look good in it. And he had on a baby pink satin ass suit. It was all right. I mean, I wouldn't have put the shit on, but it was all right. And that's what it was on that damn scene right there. Then we have Trick Daddy and Trina featuring Mike Smith perform Paradise, and Charlie Took Me Back. I said, come on, Melissa Morgan. For those of y'all don't know, that hook, that hook, that Paradise, that come from Melissa Morgan, baby. Go back to the 80s, honey. She'll do you. That's one of her songs. Do me, babe. She took that from Prince though. But anyway, long story short, child, it was a good ass scene. I liked it. I'ma tell you something. It's just something about the dynamics of Trick Daddy and Trina that works for me. Now Trina might not have had my best. She ain't on my best look list, but I liked her look on stage. She might not be a lyricist that can flow. She ain't no Remy Ma, but baby, she know how to get your nasty club beat. And when her and Trick Daddy get together and do their thing, it's good. I was here for the performance. I was up getting my boogie on like the rest of the people. I like the song. Okay. Then after the performance, we move over to Amara, Young Hollywood, Veronica Stiff, and let us not forget JoJo. And we replay that whole storyline. And he said initially he took the meeting with Amara as a favor to some friends. He said that he didn't think that it was okay for her mother to be at a business meeting if her mama not involved in her business like that. Amara, on the other hand, feels like, my mama go everywhere with me. It ain't no big deal. He shouldn't have had no problem with it. If you're going to do business with me, it don't matter that my mother's there. Now, Trina, they asked Trina how she felt about it, and Trina said, look, because of how my mom is, she tend to be a little bit too real. I tend to keep her out of it, but I can't knock her if that's what her thing is. My thing is this, Amara, I know you carry your mama with you just about everywhere you go, girl, and that's a beautiful thing, but if your mom is not a part of your management team, then she probably don't need to be at none of your business meetings and things like that. You can always go back and talk to your mom, because I know you're not at the business meeting just signing your name on shit. Everything is presented to you for you to go back and deliberate with your lawyers and possibly your mama, and then you make the best decision for yourself. I just wouldn't have took my mama to no damn meeting, even though he said that eventually, as the night went on, he went to enjoying her mama and it wasn't no big deal. um Then he did something right at the end that kind of confused me, because he was like, she came to his house or somewhere with some quilts and blankets and wind up laying in across her bed. And she was like, the way you saying it, it's gonna sound really bad on TV. But she admitted that she did go wherever she was going, I guess his place, and she did lay across their bed. Now, what he was trying to do is paint the narrative that she might have gave it up. She might have would. I mean, I don't know if she did. If you did, Amara, that's gonna set it off for a lot of people with you because it goes against everything you complained about all season long. But I guess it is possible that you can fuck a bitch and then find out you don't like them later. I mean, I ain't trying to put my business out there, but that didn't happen to me, child. I done got the wood and then just got to knowing the personality later and been like, bitch, I can't. But it went off right there. So next week we gonna really find out for certain. But I can tell you this: if we find out she messed around with him, it is gonna make people feel a certain kind of way because all season he been public enemy number one. Boy, done got death threats and everything because of the shit that he say about her and about the Afro Latino community. But we gonna see. I ain't gonna make no judgment calls on it just yet because I don't know what exactly is going to be revealed. That'll be in next week's part two of season one. Um, Reunion for Love and Hip Hop Miami. Now y'all get down in the pen. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on last night's reunion part one. Tell me who you like, who had on the best outfits to you. Tell me if the reunion was better than the entire season. We not gonna really touch on tomorrow and Young Hollywood because we don't know where it's going. So I really ain't gonna say much about it, and I ain't gonna say nothing. If you say something, I may give you a like, but I'm not gonna really go in on that because I don't know where it's going with it. But it was good to me. It was good. Let me know y'all thoughts and opinions, child. I want to talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. But we're going to see what's going to happen, y'all. That's it. That's all. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. All that stuff that we be saying down here, y'all do it. And I will see y'all back for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Peace.